What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know it's your girl Ash. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of y'all already know Black Girl Interrupted. And you know what? I can't never get these damn hands together. So to my right, do I have it right? I got my co-host again with me tonight. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, babe.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Will, this Big Brother Will, Black Male Podcast, ADHD Hour Podcast, here all month of February.
I know it. And you may come back in April. Who knows? We don't know. We gonna see.
You told me June. You said,
I don't know, brother. Like I say, you already coming back in June, so I think you gonna. Matter of fact, I believe you're gonna be with me the whole month of June.
whole month of June. All right.
Yeah, for our Father's Day, we got to do our Father's Day. Like I got to do my tribute to my fathers. You know how it go. I got the love on y'all. You know, I got to show y'all some love. I got to show my brothers some love, baby. I have to.
You'll do a
Because I
Father's
love
Day check in.
y'all.
You'll do a Father's Day check in. Have people, men that's holding it down check into the show.
I know it because I got something planned really special for May.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a beautiful month. We're gonna talk about a lot of things in May. But anywho, before we even jump into the topic for the night, y'all know I gotta do my mental health check-in. Y'all know I need to know how everybody is feeling tonight. I'm telling you, what's up? Hey, herbalist. How you doing, boo? Good to see you tonight. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? We doing our mental health check-in. So drop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling tonight.
What's
I
up,
need to
brother?
know. So, brother, I know it's only Tuesday.
Yep. Tuesday.
How's your week? How's your
It's
days been? Matter of fact,
had a good
were you were
weekend.
you happy with the Super Bowl champions?
Man, I don't want to talk about that bullshit. I do not want to talk about that, man. That was a boring ass game. Halftime show was garbage. I didn't care for it, so I stopped watching. Stopped
I think I
watching.
think I laid down and took a nap.
Mhm.
I think I did. Did I? No, I didn't even watch the game at all. I did not watch the game at all. I actually laid down and took a nap. I mean, my team wasn't in the Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter. I didn't care who won.
Yep.
I heard about it, of course, later on. People were saying that the game was rigged, and
Yeah, Tom Brady was still playing, so you know how they go. Everybody, people are Tom Brady fans, so you know that's what they kind of veered. The calls is kind of biased to Tom, but it's all
uh,
good.
as always, just a
Uh,
different team.
who that? Yep, who that nation? That's what's up.
Just a different team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Herbalist say he feeling good. He just needs some THC. Man, herbalist, I was online last night. Oh, my sisters tapped in. Hey, Steph. Uh, I was online last night and was looking at a couple of websites, and I was, yes, very interesting. Let me say that. Let me say that. Very, very,
So
very
you checked
interesting.
it out. You checked out some of the stuff.
I sure did. And the prices
Oh,
were actually really good.
okay.
The prices were actually really good, and they actually come from it actually will come from a dispensary in LA.
Oh, okay.
So,
Right in
and it's
LA.
called Strawberry Shortcake. And I was like, okay, I may have to check into that. That might be what I'm gonna have to do. I may have to
Mm, partake.
absolutely in adult activities, in
Mm.
grown folks activities. Hey, terror artist 44. Good to see you tonight, fam. Good, good, good to see you. So, brother, I guess
What
today has
up?
just been another day for me.
Okay.
I'm good. I won't complain. My eyes are open. My feet hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have to make some tough decisions
Mm-hmm.
today. But it was for the best. It was absolutely for the best, which is really gonna tap into what we're talking about tonight.
Okay.
Uh no, not no edibles, herbalists. Not no edibles, baby. Mm-mm. The actual plant.
The flower, the plant.
Absolutely. The plant from a dispensary in LA. And it's called strawberry shortcake. They had purple kush on there. They had all types of different ones. I was like, okay. And then I had to read the difference. They had like A up to like a 5A. I was like, okay, well, let me see what this 5A is talking about. And I was like, okay. So as y'all see, Keisha's not on with us tonight. Apparently, she's having some technical difficulties. So maybe she'll be up and running with us on Thursday for part two. But I am rocking the Nipsey tonight. And I got my Crenshaw shirt on tonight. So y'all know the marathon continues.
Marathons will
It
continue.
continues. No, sis, none tonight. I ain't had none tonight. I know it did make you chatty.
Hmm.
And we say we didn't want that. We say we didn't want that. We want to just chill. Like we don't want nothing where we just talking a whole lot. We just want to chill out and relax. Herbalists, don't laugh at me. Y'all don't laugh at me. Anywho, I want to know how everybody's doing. Drop in the comment. Y'all know I just got to do my mental health check-in. At least I got to give y'all the first 10 minutes of the show, because I want to make sure everybody's good. Um, suicide right now is at an all-time high. Mental illness is on the rise, and I definitely want to be able to allow you guys to talk about it. Let me know how you doing. Again, jump into my inbox, and if you need to talk, maybe I can help you. And you could possibly help me. We can help each other. You know.
Yeah.
Hey sis, hey Miss Georgette. That's my big sis. Shout out to her. Oh, and I do have my diffuser in my bathroom, and baby, when I tell you it smells lovely. She sells candles and diffusers, and she's got this spray that you can spray in your bed, on your
Mm.
sheets. I got the cucumber melon, and oh God, it smells so good. Oh Jesus. Yes, herbalist, I'm grinding all my life. Absolutely. Absolutely. But y'all keep checking in. Let me know how y'all are feeling. Like I say, mental illness right now is really, at an all-time high with this pandemic.
Yeah.
People are losing jobs. People are losing their homes. So right now, I definitely want to check in and make sure everybody is doing well. Again, my inbox is open. Anybody that has my phone number, call me. Let's talk. Let's talk. I definitely want to pull you through and let you know everything is gonna be okay. And that better days are coming. I promise that. I have to tell myself that every day. I had a conversation with my sister today, and I was telling her, I said, I feel like a hypocrite, because I want to heal other people, and I'm trying to fix myself at the same time. And what she said was so beautiful. She said, you're human. You're allowed to have those emotions. So, like I say, definitely want to be an ear for somebody and let you know that better days are coming. Just hold on. I know right now your nights seem real dark and dim, but just know tomorrow will be a better day. And I have to tell myself that. And I'm about to get emotional. I'm not trying to get emotional. So anywho, brother, other than that, how is your
I ain't
day
gonna start
been?
crying with your ass. I ain't about to do that. You can do it. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna sit up here. I'm just gonna look at you. Like, damn, it's a damn shame. Why you had to do that shit? Fade
So
to
you
black,
just gonna let me
y'all. Fade to black.
so you just gonna let me sit up here and cry.
Yeah,
So
I didn't do that shit. I didn't do shit.
You down bad for that. OMG, baby, you is down bad for that. I cannot believe if I started crying, you just gonna sit up here and look.
Yeah, I can't pat your back. Like, I could do a virtual back pat. You know, hey, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I can do that. I mean, shit. Herbalist said the
Oh,
pandemic made me lose a mother and an uncle, and an uncle sibling,
and siblings.
an uncle and sibling.
Wow,
Oh,
it's real. That pandemic is real, y'all. Like,
people was
y'all stay
playing with it.
safe.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to
Oh,
move. We got to know we in the times we at and move differently. You know, we just got to be extra careful of how we move. You know, people not wearing masks, not washing their hands. You know, you gotta do some things, man. This is some real shit.
man, who you telling? And I mean, yeah, I'm in Houston, but they just opened, even though my children are virtual,
Hmm.
they just reopened their schools because they had to shut their schools down for a week.
Hmm.
Just reopened them, and I got an email. Was it today or yesterday? No confirmed cases.
Oh damn.
So we knew this was gonna happen. I'm just curious to see what it's gonna be in March, spring break.
And I've heard, you know, I don't know if this is 100% true for everybody takes the vaccine, but I've heard of cases where people took the vaccine, they still get it. So, you know,
Mm,
still get sick. So is, you know, I they're doing everything not to shut down and have people sit there still and just let this shit run its course. I mean, we know it's at least a 20-day or whatever, 14 to 20-day period, you know. Shit, let people sit still and let it. Once people get over it, you know, they're not moving around passing amongst each other. And I mean, it should be okay. But I don't know.
and I think that's one of the things that they're really trying to avoid doing is shutting things back down. But I just, my personal opinion, I feel like had they not have opened everything back up in May, Mother's Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend,
Mhm. Yeah,
we probably would not be in the state we're in right now. And then especially had they have taken the pandemic seriously from the beginning.
yeah, you know, they was
So,
more about the Wall Street and the financial, you know, sector being good rather than the people being good.
mm. And now here you are. They said what over 400,000 plus people have
Yeah.
died.
Yep.
Um, there are confirmed cases of this second strain, and the second strain is supposed to be worse than the first strain. So,
And they
um,
got 6 strands out there somewhere.
right,
So
So I pray. I pray for everybody out here. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wash your ass.
wash everything.
Wear your
Just
mask.
wash everything.
Right, right.
Uh,
And like herbalist says, this winter time is the worst time because the heat of the sun. We're not getting the full effect. Right. So
Yeah, but even
I
with the
can
summer, it's gonna be bad too because people start moving around during the summer. You know, they start moving around extra. You know, so
mm,
they passing it. So yeah,
like ants. You remember when we were little kids and we kicked that ant mound over and them ants went to
just
running every
run
that's
around. Yep.
trust me, when they changed the schedule, because down here the children gonna have 2 weeks off of spring break.
Hmm.
The people was mad because they was like, oh my God, we got trips planned and we could go on and on because and then they pushed back the children not getting out of school till June and so but that we could go on and on and on about that pandemic. Huh. But we finna jump on in to tonight's topic, baby, because tonight's topic definitely needs to be addressed. Let me
Mm,
go ahead and roll into it.
mm, mm,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
mm.
I'm about to stir the pot with this one, baby.
In
Cheating in the next
in
room.
the month of Valentine's, we talking about cheating.
Hmm.
We talking about folk cheating.
Cause baby, some folks got women that they laying next to and still calling they ex.
Damn, I gotta cue up my sounds. I gotta, damn, I gotta cue that.
I'm telling you. I mean, come on now, baby. Y'all, if you in a relationship, stay faithful. If being faithful is hard for you to do, then baby, you need to stay single. That's I mean, That's all I'm gonna say. So tonight's topic, we talking about cheating in the next room. We're talking about cheating. That's what we're talking about in the month of love. Matter of fact, the week of Valentine's Day, we're talking about cheating.
Mm,
And you see, I had to put that Nipsey on tonight, baby, because I need to let y'all know the marathon continues.
mm. Keeping it
Ooh,
moving.
that part. The marathon continues, baby. So let's go on. Let's get right on into it. Let's get right on into this cheating, baby. I need to know, honey. So, big brother, here's the question for tonight:
Mm.
what is really considered cheating?
So we're gonna dig deep into this thing.
Hmm.
Right.
Oh, babe, we finna get to the meat and potatoes of this. That's what we doing. We getting to the meat and potatoes, and what we don't wrap up tonight, y'all already know we coming with part two
All right. So
on Thursday.
it's really okay. Well, I so women consider cheating more so when men do it, the physical aspect. They always calling out the physical aspect of cheating. You slept with somebody, you did this, that, other. Um, Nobody wants to call out. Well, to be honest, you can prove the physical all day long. I mean, if you get caught with the physical, you slept with somebody, yeah, you can prove that. The emotional cheating, it's kind of it's harder to prove unless you see them text messages where I love you babies and all this other stuff, unless you see proof of that. uh but women don't hardly ever call that out because majority of women are responsible for the emotional cheating part of it. That's more of their cheating. Okay, yeah, uh-huh. Why your mouth open? that's
Cause
that's that's why
woo,
they don't call that one out, you know which is actually, to be honest, it's kind of more damaging. The emotional part is damaging because you know sex also follows. I mean, depending on which stage you catch it at. If you catch it in the beginning, and it's just emotional, but after that comes the sexual part of it. So that's both parts. When a man does it, he don't have to be emotionally tied to somebody to do it. It can happen. Yes, it happens sometimes. Yes, it does. But all the time, men cheat is not on an emotional thing. We have various reasons.
so I mean, so you don't feel like texting another female or talking to your ex is considered cheating?
No, yeah, yeah. That's part of it. That's part of it. So we in business term we're gonna call this a breach of contract. If we sat down and we have an agreement, me and you, whether we in a committed relationship, monogamous relationship, we set the grounds of our monogamous relationship, and you're going against whichever party is going against whatever the grounds y'all set, then yes, that's cheating. That is cheating.
Mm.
But but since we
But
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 okay,
what?
so let's but let's get to this though. So everybody's relationship isn't set up the same way. Okay, we got people that get together for various reasons. How do you get together? Some people struggle bonding. They bonded over struggle. You got something going on, I got something going on. Let's get together. So
Mm.
let's say I made a commitment while we were struggling, or vice versa. Me or a woman made a commitment while we're struggling. Things get right, and now I got options. It then that's where everything starts to unravel because we made a commitment under certain guise of we're doing the same thing, we're in the same position in life. Now I got options. Now what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get to wondering, what's gonna happen when a woman got options? She's gonna, oh, he's not doing enough now because you got options. You got a degree now. You look in a certain way. He look a certain way because his ass is not don't have a degree. He's beneath you in your eyes, so you settling. So now, oh, I need to look at this man over here because he looks better, and I'm more because I got more attributes or whatever. Because I got skills under my belt. I got a degree under my belt now. I'm popping these streets, so
Mm-hmm.
he ain't good enough. So you know, cheating happens for many reasons.
So
So
let me
let me
ask you
ask
this.
you.
Oh
Oh
Lord, I
Lord,
am
I am
echoing,
echoing,
honey.
honey. Turn your volume. No, just turn your volume down. Turn your volume down on the which call.
Okay, let me see. Is that better?
I don't hear you. You hear? Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't hear it. Okay, so say me and you in a relationship. You're going through my phone and you see I've sent some text messages, some conversations between me and a guy that I've said, oh no, me and him are just friends. Do you think that's considered cheating?
Depending on the text message, depending on what the text message say. I mean, I personally, I believe that men and women can be, friends. I believe they can be friends as long as it doesn't cross the boundary. Um, if those text messages were meant to, you didn't want them to see it, and this, you the judge of this. If you didn't want him to see it, or you're hiding that, then that's cheating. If you have no problem with him seeing what was going on in your phone, conversation between this person, or you could take this person around him, then you know is nothing to it. Now, not saying all the time. Some people just cold hearted like that. They could do it. I'm gonna cheat right in front of them. Cheat like cheating in the next room. I mean, I've had a situation. I'm not gonna. It's a while back. It's when I was staying in New Orleans. Chick I was fooling with. Me and her used to do I do. And then I don't know. I had my son. That's when my oldest son was born, and went back over there. Because she said, "I don't want to see your baby, or whatever." I'm like, "All right." Me and his mom wasn't in a relationship. We broke up, or whatever. So I went over there, show her son. I didn't know she had gotten a relationship at this time because I was away for a little while, and we talking, whatever. Just to say her dude was in another room. I didn't know she had a dude. He was sleeping in another room, and she brought me in another room. It's like, yeah, I got a boyfriend now. This, that, the other, and she started doing something to me. I'm not
Ooh,
gonna, I'm not gonna say what
let
it
me
was, but I'm
find out.
like,
You better say
wow,
something.
wow. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow, okay. And he right in the other room. But I was young. I was 20. I was 22. 20. No, I'm lying. I was 24, 24, something like that, 25. So something, yeah, she started doing something. And I'm like, wow, that's bold. That is
As
bold. And
Keish would say, you was in whole phase number two.
whole phase number two. Yes. Yes. Whole phase number two.
You was in whole phase
Yeah.
number two. But
Yeah.
I feel like the moment you have to start erasing messages or you have to go outside to talk to this particular person, you're cheating.
Yeah. 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 When you have to move around differently, yeah.
That's
That's considered.
definitely cheating. You know, my ex, was like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was the type of person like I was still cool with my exes.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't talk like all the time. They knew I was in a new relationship, everything, this, that, and the third. But he felt like that I was cheating because I would still have conversations with my ex from time to time, or because we were friends on social media sites. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think that's cheating?
No, I like it's the action. I mean, I don't think it is. Like I said, you can be friends with your exes as long as there's a boundary there that you do not cross, and they know there's a boundary there, and they don't cross it. As soon as they start trying to cross the boundaries, then for the sake of relationship, you got to distance yourself, because you don't owe anything to them. You owe something to your dude. So that's on you to make those boundaries and keep it. But I that certain people can't deal with that, insecurities or whatever, or maybe they just I don't know. Maybe they just,
They out
that's
there
part of
doing the
their thing.
same shit
Or
too.
possibly, possibly, but we in a relationship, you have to set the boundaries and you have to respect, each party has to respect those boundaries. So if that was the initial boundary, we're not having our exes, we're not talking to our exes, whatever. They made that known up front, then okay, yeah, that would be cheating. Then you just, doing that. But if that's not part of the boundaries, it's like I said, it's like a business. You have to go to the table stating what the rules are of engagement, and then abide by those rules.
So herbalist says, what if the person texting wants a personal secret kept, like they got AIDS or something, and like say
The heck?
example, like
What the hell?
the person texts them and they're like AIDS and they don't want anybody to know that they have AIDS.
Mhm. Um. mm. Uh, So so that's I'm not understanding the question. So what you mean if they erase that message, herbalist? If the person
So
like
in other
has
words, I
something
think
like
what
that,
he's saying is like say I text you and I tell you, Big Brother, I'm HIV positive, but I don't want anybody to know.
mhm.
I think that's what he's trying to say.
But I'm saying
Like
what?
like that maybe that's why they're hiding the message, or maybe that's why
Okay,
they deleted the message.
maybe they deleted. Yeah, I mean, but that's something different. That's not something where you're trying to hook up. I mean, that's confiding in somebody a secret that they want. I guess they want somebody to talk to. Oh, they don't want to make. Yeah, I mean, in that type of situation, that's where trust between your mate will come into play. Um,
Mm.
you have to be able to trust your mate. Hey, somebody confided something to me. Is a health situation. But you still, I can relay that without spilling everything. I guess. Confided me their health situation, and they don't want everybody to know. But that's all it was, and I deleted it, just because of that, or I'm just gonna delete this message, whatever. You can see the rest of the text message, but I'm gonna delete this one message. I'm gonna give you the phone so you can look through it, one another. But that was very far. That was way
I
HIV.
mean, but that
Yeah.
I mean, but that could possibly be a situation, where someone is, disclosing, hey, brother, I got a sexually transmitted disease or something, or man, I got a girl pregnant, or I'm pregnant and I don't know who the baby daddy is or something. I think that's where he's going with
Yeah,
that.
but that type of stuff, I mean, that shit happen every day. I say I'm a different type of dude. That shit like that happens every day. So I don't see that as being. If somebody would tell me something, like if my mate would tell me, this is whatever, they going through some stuff and they reached out to me, to try to help them through the situation. I'm trying to talk it through the situation. I would be more understanding of that, because I mean, everybody go through shit. Um, just like Ashley, she's on this thing trying to help people through their trauma, whatever. That's her thing. If a dude is if me and Ashley going together, and I know this about her already, she's big on trying to help people through their traumas or whatever, or that's something she's passionate about or whatever. I already know this, so I'm not going to look at that any kind of way. I'm not going to look at it funny. um or if I know, you know the dude that she used to mess with, they still cool. They tight or whatever. And I didn't met this dude, right? I met him, checked him out or whatever. And obviously that cheap phone. And I done checked him out. I got a feel for who this dude is, his character, whatever. And I trust my girl. I'm not gonna think nothing off the bat. I'm not gonna, okay, she cheat. No, I'm not. I mean, she has to show me something for me to already think that. And if once I see that, then I start to act on it. But I'm not, but everybody's not that way. Some people are insecure, so I'm just
And
speaking on
then
myself.
too,
Speak for
that
nobody
goes
else.
back to our conversation last week when we were talking about commitment and knowing your mate, knowing your partner. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, I know how you move. And I know you don't move that way. But then again, you have some people that they be like, oh yeah, that's my homegirl, that's my homeboy, but really on the low, they really sleeping together on the cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I done see, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
done seen that happen. Like, and I'm like, whoa, like right under the person's nose, and the person never knew.
So it happens all the time. I mean, but um, then we got to look at the person that's dealing with that. I mean, once you find out, you have something. You have a choice to make. You know,
Mm.
you have a choice to make. So,
You right. You hit the nail on the head with that one, you know. But like I say, I think texting and those little secret conversations. And so let me ask you this, brother, because I think we had this discussion before. So do you feel like people are cheating, like when men or women leave kissy face emojis under people's pictures? Do you think that's considered cheating?
I don't see this old
Like if
social
I'm
media.
in a relate, so let me reword it or let me rephrase it. So you post a picture on Facebook, okay, and I'm in a relationship with somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll get up under your picture and I'm like putting the kissy emojis, and I'm in a relationship. Do you think that's cheating?
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to say intent, the whole intent. I mean, somebody could just be loving the picture. Okay, this is a nice picture. It's the intent of the person, and you might not mean nothing of it. Just like if you single and you do that to a dude, you don't expect a dude to put damn eggplant emojis in your damn. I mean, I'm not eggplant emojis. I mean, put eggplant pics in your DM, right? Just come back with eggplant pics to your DM. You don't expect that, so it's the intent. You doing that was just showing that you like the picture. That's as far as I read into it. Oh yeah, they like the picture. I don't think every woman do that want to sleep with me. So I mean, that's just not how I think. Like I said, once again, I think that goes back to the boundaries that you set with your mate and knowing your mate and all the other stuff and the intent of you doing that type of stuff. If I know you got friends and you people you maybe went to school with somebody, okay, like this year's our 30-year reunion, everybody
Mm-hmm.
posting their little then and now 30-year pictures and everything. And if somebody put a heart emoji on my picture, oh yeah, that's my classmate showing love. That's all it is. I'm not going to read nothing into it. But we're in a different era. This is something that we didn't have to deal with growing up. So
I was
it's a
about to say
new
because we
aspect.
didn't have social media coming up. It's totally different now. Like like I was saying last week. We have to stop normalize. We need to start normalizing healthy, committed relationships. This flows right into cheating. We have to stop normalizing this shit. We have to stop seeing it on TV and glamorizing and say, oh my God, oh he, you know, that's definitely one of the things that we have to stop normalizing. You know, Herbalists say I show love all the time. Yeah, but what I was saying in regards to is like when people leave comments. You can heart somebody's picture, but then you have the people that get in the comments and put the kissy face
Oh, okay.
emojis,
Gotcha.
or the emoji with the hearts for the eyes. Do you think that's considered cheating? You know, that's
Yeah.
what I want to know. Is that considered?
I don't know if it's because cheating. It might be a bat signal or something. You might be throwing up a signal today. You could holler at me or somebody could read into it, but I don't think that's cheating. Unless it goes to the DM and then y'all back and forth with it.
Right,
Could be the
right.
beginning of it.
You right. You right. You right. Like I say, what is really considered cheating? Because what I consider cheating may not be how you. So, like I say, these are conversations we got to have, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people don't want to do it, but hmm.
Plus, that should be had like you said. Okay, they need to have it up front. You need to have this up front versus waiting till something happen and want to blow up behind it, and then nah, this is you cheating because no, I mean, have it up front. What is something that? What are your triggers as a woman? What do you consider is a violation of our relationship?
Healthy, committed relationship.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna push healthy. I'm gonna push healthy uh
Mm.
relationships. Uh but
But
baby, let me tell
well, healthy
you,
relationships too. You got to realize everybody ain't healthy trying to get in a healthy relationship. So people coming from trauma, so they think it's healthy, but that shit is skewed.
you got people trying to
Why
get
you got to
wrapped up in it,
keep
have entanglements.
Mm. Yeah.
Cause baby, entanglements is what I'm not doing in 2021. So keep your entanglement ass over where you at. Do you have you're supposed to have a
No,
sound
I
effect?
didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I forgot.
You're
I
supposed to
was
have a
doing
sound effects
something.
queued up.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
started.
jump on into this next question. And I need everybody in the comments. Why do people cheat? Why do you cheat?
No, we
Why
could.
do
I
you
mean, hey, y'all could run down. Hey, everybody, run down a reason why they heard that somebody cheat. Um, I'm gonna say. Okay, so I'm gonna speak from the man's perspective since I'm the man on here. On
okay,
the
you speak from the
intellect.
men and
Okay,
I'll speak from the women's perspective.
so from a man's perspective, and this is somebody said entanglements. um, from a man's perspective, we have let's say, okay, I'm in a relationship, and I feel I love my girl, but we have issues that have been talked about. We've talked about it back and forth. It's been talked to death, but nothing's changing. Um, I come home, I don't feel like I get peace at home. That's when the eyes start to wonder. You start to people start treating you better than you like out there. Okay, wow, she's real nice, and you go from something that somebody that never wanted to cheat, right? You didn't try to go cheat, but you started giving people your time, somebody else your time because they were nice to you. They were being receptive of your feelings or emotions or whatever. Where when you go home, you have tension at home, so you stop wanting to be at home so much. You wanna be around somebody that makes you feel a certain way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's how it starts in some cases. Not saying all cases. Ladies, do not get on here talking about that niggas just dog. No, I mean yeah, you got dudes that do that. Yes, you got that. We all know you got that, but I'm just saying how it could start. Um, yeah, Steve said, "Are we talking about marriage?" I mean, either one. It's either one. A lot of
Wait,
people
cheating
won't
is
be
cheating.
married. Yeah, a lot of people won't be married. So yeah, we talking about dating also.
Baby, cheating is cheating. It don't matter if you're married or dating. Cheating is cheating. It don't matter how you slice the bread, the pie, the cake. We talking about cheating. Overall cheating. That's what we're talking about, Steve. So from a woman's perspective, it's an emotional thing when it comes to us. And let me back up a little bit. Let me not speak for all women, but let me speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So cause some women will be like, girl, that ain't why I cheated. That I cheated because I was a hoe. I was going through my whole phase. So I didn't want to settle down at the time. I wanted to have my cake and eat it too, initially. But then as I got older and I really wanted to, settle down, it became an emotional thing for me because my ex didn't understand. He didn't tell me I was beautiful anymore. And these other dudes were like, I think you so gorgeous, you beautiful, you this, you that. So I fed into that. And then it was like they would say the things that I wanted him to say. So again, here comes this emotional. You're feeding into my emotions because my ex was not doing that. They were like, Ashley, you a beautiful woman. You such a good woman. You deserve so much better than that. And I fed into that. So I'm speaking for me. That's why I cheated.
It
You
came
know,
from because they tapped into some place that you was insecure about, and it fed you.
yeah. And my ex, it was like he didn't get it. But again, that goes back to our last week's conversation. I never had those conversations with him.
Mm-hmm.
Communication with me and him was there was no communication. The only time we was communicating is when we was in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna be 100. And when we were communicating, it was everybody talking over each other. I'm yelling at him, he yelling at me. Nigga, you this, nigga, you that, da da da. And it was just no communication. The only time we were really on one accord is when we were having sex.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
have
that's
a
the
lot of
real.
relationships like that. Just out of sex. That shit feel good, and y'all feel good together only when y'all having sex. And because of that, you don't want to let the dick go. You don't want to let the cat go. You just want to. You just want to. You live in that space, and when you're not in that space, it's turmoil. We don't like each other outside of that space.
And it was, I would communicate, like I would talk to my homegirls about the issues I was having in my relationship. He would run down there and tell his family everything that was going on in our relationship. So it was too many hands in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On both sides. My homegirls were saying one thing, and like you say, when your friends and your family get a bad taste of somebody, it's hard for it to taste good again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I cheated. I was never physical with any of the dudes, but did I send pictures? Did I have conversations? Yes, I did. But after he was doing it. But see, the thing about it, like initially in our relationship, he was cheating anyway from the beginning. But because I didn't know what it was like for a man to really love a woman, I was just, I wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hold on to that. He was like, I'm not gonna do it again. It's me and you. And then it was like when I moved and when we moved in together, everything was good.
Mm-hmm.
But all the while, he was low key still conversating with these other females,
Mm-hmm.
sending pictures, sending videos. So it was like, if you doing it, then why am I being faithful to you?
No, and I can understand that. I mean, there's two ways you could go about it. Most people say you should have just left, but I mean, nobody can't say what somebody else could do. You emotionally might have still been there emotionally. You care for them, you loved them, whatever. It's easier said than done when you have those emotions tied to somebody else. You just know you didn't like being hurt, and so you chose to go the other route rather than leaving. You chose to stay there and get your own little your own little get back or whatever. But we all want to be uh high and mighty when it comes to somebody else, and then when it comes to our own shit, we'll make excuse for our own shit. When it
Right.
comes to us, you can't judge nobody else.
But it was like, well, you did this, so I did it. That was the between me and him. It was, oh, well, you did this. That's what he's saying to me. Oh, but you did this. But like you bringing up situations that happened long before me and you even got together.
Mm-hmm.
You still holding on to that. But it was like when we got together, I was an open book. I told him because I didn't want the shit to come back and bite me in the ass later on down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, I used to talk to this dude, blah, blah, blah. He was married. The dude that I was messing with at the time, he was married. But I think he's still married. I don't know. But he was married at the time that I was dealing with him. And so when me got together, like I told him about it because he didn't know that me and this dude had any dealings, and they were friends.
Oh,
Like they
okay.
were social media friends. They would be in these football groups together, or whatever. But I didn't want that to come back and bite me in the butt. So I told him what it was from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, oh, you still mess with old dude. He told, and I was like, oh my God, even now to this day, like me and him were no longer together. He's in a new relationship, but you're still contacting me.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, moving on, because we definitely gonna jump back onto that. So Steve says, well, if you're married, that's a legal contract. So a married man has more to lose financially. If she's not your wife, all you lose is a girlfriend. He said, I wouldn't cheat on my wife or even my fiance. But if we just dating, the trust level is suspect from the gate.
Well, I mean, eh, and the thing is, even let's say y'all dating, but you didn't had a child with her, so that I think that will fall more under uh that will fall closer to marriage because y'all share something. Y'all share something that you have to um you have to be responsible for. Y'all share a child, so you have to be financially tied to her that way too. So if you leave, if y'all not together no more, okay, you talk child support. So it's the same thing, I think, with that. But y'all not married. Um, I don't you like there's something that says if you dating, you're still single. There's something that say that, but it depends on your relationship. Everybody doesn't have. No, no, no. I know I'm mad. Shit. He said I'm mad shit. Yeah, I'm mad shit. I'm just saying there's so many different variables. There are so many different variables. We can, nothing is just simple anymore. Shit is just there's a bunch of gray areas. People always want to look at things black and white, but there's a bunch of shades of gray in between that. Um, or there's in states there's common law marriage. So if you together with somebody for
Mhm.
7 years, they consider y'all married. So that is that too. So we can't just throw out a blanket statement. Yeah, you can't do this or you can't do this if this is this way or this is that way. It's not just yes or no anymore.
But if you go, but I think what Steve is saying, like, if you're married, that's like a legal binding contract.
Mhm.
So for a married man or a married woman to cheat on their spouse, they have more to lose than if it's just a girlfriend.
Yeah,
See, if you
and
just
unless
so
she
what
got a
he's
baby,
saying,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
as no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying unless she has your baby, and that becomes a whole different situation.
So I think that's the route he was going when he said, it's easy to walk away. Like it's if it's just a girlfriend, it's easy to just walk away and be like, you know what, blah blah blah, whatever. There's no red tape. Like there's no legal shit we have to go through. Versus if you're married, you got to file the paperwork. You got to have the person served. You got to do this, and you got to try to split the finances, and I think that's what's that. If I'm wrong, Steve, correct me, but I think that's what he's saying. But Will was saying, what if there's, in other words, like what if there's a baby involved? Then it's something totally different. That's what Will was adding on, Steve.
So and then we could get real messy with this shit, right? So let's get real messy with it. So let's
Right.
say we got a situation now that people are in situationships. We got people in situationships, so they are with people because they get something from that person. You hear women with guys because they financially sponsor them or they're taken care of. Now these days we have men are with women, but for the same reason they have no place to stay. They're they have a roof over their head. She let them use the car, and she expects him to be faithful to her, but he's faithful to whatever you bring to the table. That's what he's faithful to. She's faithful to whatever you bring to the table. So you can't expect king or queen behavior out of paupers, or you can't expect that shit. So a lot of us walking around here thinking we in a committed relationship, and we just in a relationship where somebody needs us, and then we think we're being cheated on. But we're not being cheated on. We're being used. Yeah, we've been lied to, but we ain't been cheated on because it was never a relationship from the jump.
Right. Right. And that's sort of similar, let's tap into these comments and then I'm gonna speak on that one. Um, so my sis Trakenia says there could be many reasons why a person cheats. She say one, she thinks is a lack of communication. She says when a person is unhappy and don't know how to communicate with their partner, she say some seek added attention than what's given in their relationship. That's the emotional, and that's goes back to what I was saying a moment ago. My ex wasn't, he wasn't telling me the things that I wanted to hear. So these other guys were like, "Oh, Ashley, you so sexy, you gorgeous, man, you beautiful, man, you a good woman, you this, you that." It was like I felt appreciated outside of my relationship. My ex wasn't giving that to me. But then again, that goes to that communication breakdown. We weren't communicating with each other. I was telling my homegirls, he was running and telling his family. So, you know, that's where that goes, sis. Steve says, there you go, that baby shit. You're killing me, Smalls. Is cheating a deal breaker? He say for him, no. It's absolutely a deal breaker for me. I'm not sharing nobody. If I cannot have you all to myself, then I don't want you at all. I am not gonna sit up here and normalize having a piece of a man like Betty Wright said. I'd rather have a piece of a man than no man at all. Nope, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna normalize that. Absolutely not. If you feel you have to cheat, leave me alone. Don't put me in a polygamous relationship that I didn't ask to be in. Because, see, you're not going to be throwing off my pH balance. Double dipping.
Double
Okay?
dip. No, not double dip.
Honey. So, we're not going to do all of that. That's what we're not going to do for 2021. Sis say sometimes it comes from insecurity. Yeah. And that's what I mean when I say I was insecure. I had gained this weight. I had gained this happy weight because I was happy in my relationship. I was out of, we were living together, so it was wonderful the first year. Well, almost the first year. And then, something tragic happened and it was like, he changed and I mean, and it just went from there, Uh, Trakinia say Betty had someone else's man. Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
Herbalist
that
said,
was the original side piece. She was the original. All these other
right,
guys following her.
right. Herbalist say, I want all my woman, right? I want all my man. I don't want to share you with nobody. I mean, I feel like if you feel like you need to cheat or you feel like stuff is not going right in a relationship, let's walk away from the relationship. I'd rather for us to walk away than for you to cheat on me. Period. That's what I would rather for you. I would rather for us just to walk away instead of cheating. Because see, cheating, you're playing with people's feelings and people end up hurt like that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better start watching For My Man and Fatal Attraction and Snapped and all of that. So Trakinia say, yes, sir. Steve says, all I'm saying is you could think you're in a monogamous relationship and then you find out you're not. And you have a baby. Now what?
Now you have some choices to make.
Right?
Now you have some serious choices to make. Like I said, it's not. There's so many variables to this. From a woman's standpoint, do you want to be a single mother? Do you want to the dude you're dealing with, is he gonna be a father, a good father if he's not in the household? Can you trust him to be that good father? From a man's standpoint, do first thing a man gonna say, I don't want to be on damn child support because if I leave her, she gonna be mad. She gonna put me on child support. She not gonna let me see my child. So I mean, it's on both sides. Is Lifetime Network. He say Lifetime Network. Yeah, on both sides it's messy. It's just messy.
Right. That they say Lifetime Movie Network. I'm telling you, be a first 48 episode.
Mm.
Cause baby, I have seen it. Baby, that ooh. I like I say, y'all better stop playing with folks. So my sis Stephanie say, shouldn't have been putting your dick where it don't belong.
So what about the women? They got women that get pregnant by other men when in a relationship too. Now, come on now,
You right,
let's not act like there's only men that do this.
brother. You already know I'm here for it. I'm a testimony. You know I am. You know I'm a testimony for that. I'm guilty of that. You know I own that. Cause that was me. I was in that situation. You know, where I was in a relationship with a dude, and I guess we was somewhat, I guess we would call ourselves being on a little break. And I slept, had a one night stand. I mean, but I knew the dude, but like we slept together one time. I ended up with my son. And, you know, I didn't know. But my thing was mine was between two men. Mine wasn't between 20 men. So I didn't have a laundry list of dudes and sitting up here trying to figure out, okay, is he the baby daddy? Is he the baby? Mine was between one or the other.
Mhm.
So yeah. A lot of women, y'all ain't ready to have that conversation. A lot of y'all ain't ready to talk about that. But can't nobody throw that in my face because I walk in my truth now.
No, I
Okay.
mean it happened. I mean we can't be ashamed of what happened. You know, it makes us who we are. You know, we grow, we face our reality, we be accountable for it, and we move on. You know, that's just like
Right.
going to jail. You know, people go to jail supposed to pay back their debt to society. I mean, you're not supposed to be throwing stuff in people's face after they did it. If they moved on, they learned and they grew. You know, who are you to throw that shit in their face?
And Steve say that's why he say it's not a deal breaker. My sister say the ID channel, girl. Deadly women, baby. I'm telling you that man, that cheating shit, it don't get you nowhere. Steve, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm an open book. So that's why I say, can't nobody throw nothing in my face, because I walk in, I live in my truth now. It's a lot of people that ain't, that still ain't living in their truth. It's a lot of people like that. But I'm walking in mine every day. Stephanie say I've never cheated, but I've been cheated on. I've been on both sides of the coin. I've been the cheater and I've been the one that's been cheated on. I did. I own mine. And like she say, you live and you learn. You live and you
Mhm.
learn. But going back to, why do people cheat? I think more women, we cheat more for the emotional. And men, y'all cheat for the physical. Y'all see a big booty and you like, oh damn. But we as women, and that goes, like you say, Will, that goes back to, childhood. We want that, we insecure, we want that our egos met, stroked. Same way with men. Y'all
Mm.
want your ego stroked.
Yeah. And just like you were saying about women, right? Just like you're saying, like women being insecure, whatever, men could be insecure too. I mean, if you
Mm-hmm.
got somebody at home that everything you do is wrong, think about this. So everything you do at home is wrong, but you got somebody outside that makes you feel like, you a good man. I see you a good man. You this, that, the other. Um, you gonna start looking like, oh, she really understands me. Like and you'll see this all the time. Like they have a beautiful woman at home. She's gorgeous or whatever, and then go see him cheat with somebody. She don't look like shit. Like she might, not saying she ugly, but she's not as good at looking as the woman he has at home. You'd be like, okay, why would he cheat down? Oh, she stroked his ego. That's why. She
Mm,
made him feel like he was the man when the woman at home is making him feel like he ain't shit. So I
right.
mean, shit happens for reasons. It's not just always. a big butt and a smile that a dude fall for. Sometimes it is the fact that he's not getting that emotional uh connection at home, and he's getting outside somewhere else. Like I said, there's a laundry list of reasons.
Or he got mommy issues.
Yeah, it could be too. Yeah, but more than likely he would have already seeked out a woman, sought out a woman that was that was like his mother. Because majority of the time men do look for women that remind them of their mother. Sort of,
Mhm.
kind of. But the Heat game.
I'm not playing with Steve. Steve say in Atlanta there is a lot of shady relationships. He say married women hit on me all the time. Stephanie say some people cheat for payback. That's what I mean when I say that tit for tat. Oh, you did this, so I'ma do this. You did this, I'ma do that. You did this, I'ma do all that old seesaw shit. Ain't nobody got time for that no more. Like I say, if you're unhappy in a relationship, walk away. Don't string people along and play with them. And don't put me in a polygamous relationship that I didn't have to be in because I'm gonna beat you and her at the same time.
Oh
Let me
Lord.
stop. I'm not fighting nobody, baby. Just go.
Yeah,
That's
I mean that's the best thing. I mean, because you can't control once you start putting hands on people, you can't control the way they go. Walk away. It's better to walk away.
or at least Steve say a big butt and a smile. I'm so sick of you. He say, but the head game fire. I'm not playing with Steve tonight. I know, right, sis? So I mean,
I'm gonna whoop that
he
trick.
say, whoop that trick. I'm not playing with you, Steve.
I don't. Like I said, we
But you
have.
know what? I'm not fighting. Let me say this. Back in my teens, my 20s, yeah, I would dog walk a chick behind a dude. But now, do you see me? I am cute. Y'all don't think? Let me tell you something. Alvin Kamara told me how beautiful I was.
It's not queued up. Damn it.
So
Uh,
I'm not fighting over no man, not even Alvin Kamara. As much as I love number 41, I'm not fighting over no dude, baby, because baby, God made many more after you. So I'm not arguing with no chick behind no dude, baby. I feel like this. Everything he did to me, baby, he gonna do to you. So you've taken my headache away from me. So now that's your problem. I sleep good every night because I ain't got to worry about nobody cheating on me. I ain't got to worry about nobody knocking on my door at 2, 3, 4 day in the morning. I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about that. But yeah, but like I say, back to what I was saying, that's why, people cheat. Women, like I say, we cheat more for the emotional side. You know, I think that's pretty much why we cheat. Women, ladies, if you're out here, tap in and let me know if I'm right or wrong. I would love to hear what your women have to say. Why do we cheat?
and some
Steve say
because men do it, we could do it too. Some women do that too.
you got that, and you know why? Because we've been hurt,
Hmm.
and so we want every man to pay for what the last man did, and vice versa.
Hmm.
Men do it too. So at the end of the day, it's not we need to stop pointing fingers and oh you did this, so I did this. We equally cheat.
Hmm.
Women cheat for this particular reason, men cheat for this particular reason. I think we all cheat for the same reasons. That's just how I feel about it. I'm just saying. Steve say we COVID married to the pandemic over. Right. Honey. Whatever it is, baby. I don't want COVID.
So you're
Let
gonna get
us
a
be
divorce
great.
after COVID over. You're gonna get a divorce after.
Because, baby, since COVID and domestic violence, abuse cases have been on the rise.
Yeah, you stuck with somebody you can't stand. You can't get away.
Man, they got that them Ike and Tina relationships. Then, like you say, you got some people that can't go nowhere because they ain't got nowhere else to go, so they got to
Nope.
stay.
Nope. They gotta stay.
So here's a big, big, big question, brother. Whew, let's go ahead and get into it. Can you be in love with someone and still cheat on them?
Read Steve, which guy?
I'm not playing with
Mm.
Steve.
Well, it's not that bad now. No,
His
Atlanta
say
Atlanta be wide open though, and that's the whole thing. Atlanta's wide open. People do anything in Atlanta. They just I don't think they really don't care.
he say in Atlanta it's a levels game. Women justify cheating as a come up. Men not so much.
Yeah, yeah, women will cheat. Women will try to cheat up more than anything. You know, they will look for somebody that has more than who they have at home. Men, yeah, they you know they'll cheat. Like I said, sometimes if it's an ego thing, she don't have to look as good as the last one, or have whatever anything going on. If you just makes them feel like a man, that's some of the dudes do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that one. Because and that's another thing. Let me tap into that also. When we cheat, we upgrade. Sometimes,
Yeah.
not all of us upgrade, but some of us when we cheat, we upgrade. Cause see, I upgraded. I got Alvin Kamara now. So that was a big upgrade. Hey, babe. I know he watching tonight. Hey, boo. Yes, baby. Play that cougar noise, cause yes, I'm a cougar
I
and
was
he
ready
is
for
my
you.
cub. I love that man.
I was ready
Y'all
for you.
black what? Ooh, y'all black men, boy. Y'all is
Mm.
so fine. I'm telling you. Ooh, y'all are so fine. Stephanie says she was. Hey, Sean. What's good, sis? So Steve says, I'll say this. You might cheat on someone you love, but you won't cheat on somebody you trust, in my opinion.
Mm, yeah.
Or do you think it's the opposite?
No, no, no. I mean, no. I agree to a certain extent. If if you trust somebody and or somebody trusts you, I think you would be less likely to cheat on them. Just for the trust aspect. Now if somebody breaks that trust, then I think all bets are off. But you know, like I said, there's a whole bunch. We're in 2021. There's all kind of everybody wants everything. We're looking at social media. We think there's perfect relationships out there. We gauge our relationship based on what we see on social media, and we're feeling unfulfilled in our relationship. So, we tend to judge what's going on in our home with other people, and we're sitting there like, damn, I could have more over here, or the grass is green over there. It's just, we can't just like limit this to just a certain amount of stuff. For everything I could name, somebody else could name five more. So it's I but I want to say that if you truly love someone, right, you'll be less likely to break that bond with them. You would be
Mhm.
less likely to break that bond if you truly love somebody. You don't want to hurt them, and you don't want to see them in that space to where you have to do damage control, or you wind up losing them. You don't want to lose them. So I think we tend to look at ourselves first. These days we're more selfish in relationships. We look at what we're getting, or um what we have going on, and how that person makes us feel. And if they stop making us feel that way, then we want that feeling again. And that's where cheating goes us a lot of times too, because somebody else can feel that void, make us feel what we was feeling in the beginning. and then we look to cheat. Doesn't mean we don't love that person. It just means that we have something going on to where we're missing something, and we want to fill that void. Um, some people, like I said, people could say all day long, yeah, you could just walk away. Matter of fact, I have something like personally, I was leaving somebody, I left somebody, and then they was like, well, you could have, we talked about it. I'm like, yeah, we talked about it. We talked about it till he's blue in the face. Nothing changed. Um, well, I said, sexually, we wasn't there sexually. We wasn't intimate no more like that. And, you wasn't meeting my needs sexually. You wasn't meeting, intimacy wasn't there. Well, you should have, and I'm waiting for, I'm like, what should I have done? I was waiting for her to tell me, I should have just left because I was leaving. So as soon as you say that, I'm like, okay, I'm leaving now. So what well, you should have masturbated. What the hell, what? What? No, that's not the
What?
answer. So it's like, yeah, that's what I was told. So it's like, you can't, you know, there's no cookie cutter answer to this shit. People do shit for different reasons. We all are different people. So, there's a
We're
billion,
just
couple billion,
ordinary people.
there's a couple billion people out here, and we're not going to have the same answer. Nobody will have the same answer from person to person. You know.
You're right. I mean, I could say this speaking on my last relationship.
Mhm.
Like, the relationship was toxic. I had my own demons I was dealing with. He had his demons he was dealing with.
Mhm.
So it was like, I'm trying to fix you, but I'm losing me at the same time.
Mhm.
I'm pouring into you, but you never pour back into me. So it was like, how I found out that he was with another woman, his bank card got hacked. And of course, I still had access to all his bank information. I mean, this was, he was like my husband.
Mhm.
So I had access to all of that. And so when I checked to see where the car was being mailed to, I was like, huh? So then, of course, my detective work, I put my detective work to, I became, Olivia Pope around this motherfucker.
Mhm.
And it was like, it took you all these many months for you to be 100 with me and tell me you messing with this girl. You know, the reason the sex became kind of null and void, number one, I was kind of over the relationship, but wasn't over it. I didn't feel like I was sexy enough. I didn't feel like I was pretty enough. I was looking at the females that he was sending videos to.
Mhm. You judging yourself, but you was gauging yourself based on who you was dealing with. Yeah, who was trying to get at.
Right, right. So it was like, but at the end, like I told him, because eventually, he finally came and apologized, but he's still the same.
Mhm.
Uh, and was like, I'm sorry, and like I told him, you could have told me. And I think what hurt the most out of all of that is that you didn't respect me enough to be honest with me. I think that was the part that hurt the most. It wasn't the fact that you left, it was the fact that you didn't respect me enough to be honest with me. But then it was like, how could I expect him to be honest? And he like, he's lied to me all these years.
Plus, you gotta realize people lie to themselves every damn day. I just don't like. I don't expect anybody to do anything to me that they didn't do. That they're not gonna do for themselves. People every year, what do people do at the beginning of the year? I'm gonna lose all this weight. I'm gonna do. They lie to themselves about shit they gonna do, and they don't do it. They know they do it every year since adulthood. They do it every year. So how can I expect somebody to be truthful to me and do anything for me? Yeah, if they do, I mean, I appreciate it, and and I applaud that them doing it, but I don't like put my all into believing that somebody's going to do everything that I want them to do.
But I just felt, I guess maybe because I felt like we had been through so much
Mhm.
together that I felt like you had a little respect for me to tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that. But I really couldn't even be mad because I was like, you knew how he was.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, but like I say, it was toxic. Um, now it is what it is now. You know, I wish you well on your endeavors.
Mhm. And you have to
What
choose for
they say when
yourself.
you break up with somebody, you start talking like you work in the HR department.
Yeah, exactly. When you really through, when you finally over, no emotion at all. I wish you well on your journey. Thank you.
Stay blessed.
Mhm.
I still pray for you, sir.
Mhm.
OMG, OMG. Steve said he had a woman tell him, we ain't doing this every night. He was like, oh, I was like, okay, how many times? She said she didn't know. He said, nigga, I bounced.
Hey, that was
so
your
let me
boundary. That was your boundary. You knew you was gonna cheat if she didn't, because that was set up for failure to me.
let me ask you this. Even though this is not one of the questions that I have up posted for tonight, how many times do y'all expect to have sex a week? I'm just asking a serious question, like a serious for real question. Like,
I don't have a certain amount of time. Whenever the mood hit, I mean, I might turn over, I might look at you, you looking good as hell. If I can't help it if I get, erect or not. I don't want to be told no. That's all it is. I'm feeling it. Hey, Carol, come here. Let me go ahead on and start kissing on you, touching on you. You need to say something, do something. I don't say something, do something. That's what need to happen. When I start hearing no too much, I'm like, damn, okay, I'm rethinking this situation. Either I'm not doing it for you, you don't care about doing it for me. One or another.
you hear him.
Mm.
Steve say, and I'm Steve. I'm not gonna play. OMG, Tamala says, hopefully every day, except for them 5 wonderful days out the month. But then again, that we gonna say that for
That's
another
another
show.
topic. That's another topic. Yeah.
We gonna say that for another show. Cause I've heard don't nothing stop a period.
Some people don't. Yeah.
I mean, you got some people that don't mind running red lights.
Yeah. See, some people don't.
I mean, just
Everything need to breathe. That's why I feel. Everything need to breathe sometime.
you
Yeah.
know, go on put that plastic up under them sheets. Let me stop. I'm talking too much.
That damn towel. Damn, fold that towel up.
Baby. Put the go on,
Oh,
pull them
yeah.
sheets off. Go on put that
Tam-
plastic on there and
Tamala says she good to go.
right.
She passed
Steph,
50.
Stephanie said it's been 5 years. She said sure she ready. I know it. I'm actually practicing celibacy. I actually am. So I've had no sexual intercourse since September of last year. So I'm refraining
Mm-hmm.
until I find the right one. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna bust it open
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
like a can, baby, like a can of biscuits, here,
Mm-mm. All the way open.
baby.
Gonna hurt somebody.
Tamala say she passed that. I know a girl. Whew, I got a few more years. Steve say he trying to get in front of them. Mm, mm, mm. And then he say, and don't turn on the lights afterward. Tamala say, now back in the day, She did the towels, etc. Yes, Lord, go get in that shower. Like, let me say, the old folks
Stop
used to
the flow.
say,
Stop the flow.
them old folks used to say, go sit in that tub of hot water and let that. You know what? That's a whole nother show.
We
But
went a
the
whole
old folks
tangent.
used to,
Tangent talking about.
the old folks used to say, go get in that tub of hot water. And oh Lord Jesus, we definitely gonna have to talk about that. That's definitely gonna have to be a topic, brother. We gonna have to squeeze that one on in. We may have to we may have to squeeze that one in, you know,
Yeah, no.
and start talking about that good old loving, that red light special.
Every no, I don't want to do that one. Everyday love.
We yeah, brother. We go. Whew. Mm, 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 mm. So, brother, have you been the cheater or the cheatee? I know cheatee is not a word,
Yeah,
but I just made it up.
yeah. Somebody say Shark Week. Stephanie says Shark Week. Talking about the red. Um,
That'd be like a whole jellyfish. I mean, just yeah.
yeah.
I think we definitely yeah, brother. Uh, I think we definitely gonna have to squeeze that conversation on in. We gonna have to go on and squeeze that one on in.
Okay. Yeah, let's get off of that one. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we gonna have to go and squeeze that one in. So, have you been the cheater
I've,
or the
I've,
cheatee?
I've been on both sides of it. And when I was on the receiving side, I couldn't even blame. Oh Lord Jesus, I couldn't even blame. We just we not go. Hey, let's get off of that subject. Let's get off of that. No. Yeah, I couldn't even blame her. I mean, I couldn't hold a grudge. You know, I can't be a hypocrite and say, okay, well, you shouldn't did whatever. If I've done it, I mean, how can I blame somebody else for doing it? Or and I did it to her. So I mean, I couldn't catch back. You know, it was what it was. You know, I told her, okay, yeah, I knew about it. I busted in the act, and I didn't treat her no kind of way afterwards. We stayed together afterwards. Like, all right, you know, I couldn't fault her for it. But um, like I said, I am I'm a different type of person. I look at everything from a logical standpoint, even when it deals to love and everything. Try to take myself out of it, compartmentalize that part, and then look at it logically. And how can I be mad at her? You know, she did some foul stuff. It was like over the top type stuff, but I'm like, all right, you know what? I can't I can't choose how you do the shit. Cheating is cheating. I can't, I could obsessed over the way she did it, how foul it was, but it's like, okay, she did what I did. She cheated. So whatever. I can't be mad.
Mm.
Have that Chester. I'm gonna take my charge. No, you ain't been Chester. No, Chester was a child molester. No, don't
I
get
was just about to say
no, we ain't talk about that. No.
no.
Yeah, maybe you talking about Chester Cheetah. Maybe you talking about cheat. Yeah, okay, maybe that's
Oh,
Chester
okay.
Cheetah.
All right, Chester the cheetah. So he
Yeah, yeah. I
okay.
was about to say,
We
damn.
get it.
No,
All
no,
right.
no.
Whew.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want to say shut us. No, I don't want to know that. I don't want to. I don't.
Where did my brother go? Lord have mercy. Wait. There you go.
No, I was saying I was gone. I said I don't want to know that. I don't want to hear that information. I'm out. I don't want to be called a court for nothing.
Whew, okay. He said, I told y'all cheating ain't a deal breaker. Okay.
No, everybody's human. I look
Whew.
at people human and they do things. Uh, he said, yeah, we had a spoon.
Boy. I'm telling you, Stephanie said she was scared for a minute. I know it. I was like, okay. Whoo. Lord. So me, like I say, I've been on both sides of the coin. I've been the cheater and the cheatee. I've been the one, you know, that's been cheated on, and I've, you know, been the one that cheated.
Mhm.
I think in the 40 plus years I've been on this earth, I've only cheated maybe 3 times. You know, the first time I got caught up and got a baby out of it.
Mm. Roll of
The second
dice.
time,
Damn it.
yeah, I got a baby out of that. But like I say, mine was between two men. Mine was it wasn't between me and 20 other dudes. It was between me and two other dudes. So, you know, that's where I'm at with that. And karma is real. My karma came back.
Mm.
But like I tell people all the time, karma don't have an expiration date. So you better stop playing.
And
Stop
I want
playing.
to add this about me cheating too. I like in my younger years, I knew that like majority of the times I cheated, I was supposed to have been out of a relationship anyway. It was, it was holding on to something till you find something better type situation. That's what it was. My thing was okay. This sex is better than no sex. When I was younger, that's the way I looked at it. So it didn't phase me. So when it happened to me, I was like, all right, you know what? Who am I? Shit, I done did some shit. So nobody's going to excuse. Nobody's is above it all.
So I do got one more question for the night before we roll into our final thoughts. Cause I really wanna know. I'm about to play devil's advocate.
Okay, let's do it.
Who cheats more? Men or women?
And that's not an easy answer either. That's not. So who can be proven
Right.
more?
So I
Who can be
wanna know
proven more? Yes.
who who do you think cheats more, men or women?
So who can be proven more is men. If we say proof, we can say men. If we say overall, we gonna say women because women cheat physically and they cheat emotionally more. So we could say women, and they get away with it more, and we don't have any proof of it. So
Men are sloppy when it comes to cheating. So Tamala says when you know in your heart your partner is cheating and you go through their phone and find out what you're looking for, should you stay or leave? Hmm. So let's answer her question and we'll go back to mine. So when you find out they're cheating, do you stay or do you go?
it depends on you. I mean, nobody can answer that question for you. You have to be um, you have to ask yourself. Can you first of all is that person, what was the situation? That's the first thing. Everything, like I said, everything isn't the same. Uh, I asked when I was cheated on, I asked questions. It was like, okay, the first question was like, was I not giving you what you needed out the situation? And this not the one I cheated on before. This the one that when I was cheated on that I didn't cheat on. This was the first time I got cheated on. Um, I asked, did it was it something that I didn't give you? That was that the reason why? Okay, if that's not the answer, if it's not I did, then okay, we need to find out the reason. Um, because people could do stuff for a reason. You inadvertently do something to where they just feel they care about you, whatever, but they're missing something and they want to fill that void. There's a lot of people in relationships today that wouldn't be in relationships had their partner not cheated, right? They just in a relationship because their partner cheated and still stay in that
Mhm.
relationship. They just don't know about it. But you know, it depends on you. It depends on, if you think they're gonna do it again. Like Steve said, it's not a deal break for him. So, it might be all right, whatever. Um, but if you truly feel some kind of way, you can't shake it, you can't let it go. Um, and it's not going to get better. You only see it being worse. Then you might want to get out that situation.
So Stephanie says she stayed because there was kids involved. And that's, I would say that's 75% of why people stay. What do you think in regards to, I would say that's like maybe 75%. Well, no, you know what? Let me back that. Well, yeah, I
I
could say
think so. I think it might
75% of
be a
why
large
people
percent.
stay.
I think it might be a large percent. Nobody wants you. We know the statistics for single parent households. We know statistics how the kids end up when you
Right.
have single parents, and we're going to say single mothers because majority of the time it's mothers that are raising the kids, right? So we know the statistics for that, and a lot of women do not want to be single mothers. So I can agree with that. That a lot of women do stay because of, they don't want to be single mothers. They don't want to be part of that statistic.
Yeah, you know, uh, I agree with her.
Mhm.
She got
That's true, and that's true.
Stephanie. You said exactly what I was about to say. It only hurts the kids in the long run because children can pick up and see. You know what I'm saying? When something's not right in the household,
and and,
children can see that.
and that depends too. I mean, if y'all could come up to with agreement, right? This is where being uh grown comes into play, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we are here, okay, at this point, we're here for the kids, right? The kids will do better in a two-parent household. They have a better chance of it. So these are the boundaries. We're together for these kids. You do your thing over here, I do my thing, whatever, but we're here for the kids. It's I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do. I'm just giving you, I'm
Because
giving you a certain way to go about it that could happen if it's about the kids. If it's truly about the kids, y'all come down to agreement, then yeah, that can happen. Y'all wouldn't have any kind of issues if we're playing on the same we're on the same
on
page
the
with.
same, hey Big Low, what's good? What's good, Big Low? Big Low, y'all go holler at Big Low Country Sports, honey. He sports talk. That's the coach. Go holler at my boy. But I'm with you because I'm gonna say this: we women, we got to stop being bitter because the relationship didn't work, and stop playing these children like pawns because you're mad at the baby daddy because the relationship didn't work. So I'm gonna address the women. Hold up. Let me pull this hair out the way. Let me hold up. Wait. Let me get cute for this one. Hold up. Wait. So let me say this, ladies. If there are children involved, and if it don't work with you and that man, and you know that man is good to his children, allow that man to be in his children's life because, like Stephanie say, you're hurting the children. It hurts the children in the long run. If you know y'all cannot stay together and make it, allow him to be a father to those children. Now, if he not doing, then yeah. But if he is doing, stop that bitter shit, ladies. Because one thing about me, my children's fathers will tell, I ain't never been a bitter baby. Now my middle daughter, now her daddy may say different. That's because he don't like me and I don't like him. But anywho, that's a whole nother episode. But I never stopped them from being in my children's lives. Never stopped it. You know, I never did that. So if you have a man that actually does for the children and the relationship don't work, ladies, allow that man to be a father to his child or children. Because right now, with everything going on in the world, we need all the black fathers we can raising our children. We need them. So, and you men, Let me address y'all too. Just because it don't work out with you and a baby mama and she move on to another dude, don't act like a bit of a peppermint patty. Okay? Because like they say back in the day, it takes a village to raise these children.
Yeah.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Anywho, uh, Cordero says, F them kids. He say, I'ma bounce, but I'ma still take care of my kids though.
Yeah.
Good.
As long as you're doing the right thing, by the kids, you could you
Right.
choose.
Let it be about the children. Don't use children to get to their mom. Tamala says, what values are we setting for our kids seeing this in our households? Right. Right. Because like I say, kids pick up on that. They sense that. They know when something's not right in the household. They see mom and daddy have speak and this, that, and the third. So yeah, that ain't what's up. Stop trying to stay. So anywho, brother, back to the question. Who cheats more, men or women?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's women. I think it's women, but men always get the bad rap because of the physical aspect of it. But I think it's women.
Why do you say women cheat more?
Women are better at it. They're better at hiding their shit. Um, so we're gonna count that as an unknown variable of not knowing the number. Also, they can emotionally cheat, the work boyfriends and all this other stuff, and and men don't never pick up on that, and that they get that emotional thing from the men that surrounding them. Um, yeah, women case goes. Let's you talk about we was talking about social media, right? So let's talk about the fact that they have to post certain things, sexy stuff online to get
Okay.
men's approval. There, that's the part of cheating because you're getting something from other men, not just one man, other men to feed
Mm-hmm.
your ego, feed your whatever it is, and you're not getting it from that man, the man that you're with. Oh yeah, I believe it. Tamla said men change up their game so they give it away ASAP. Yeah, men do that. Men do it, so men don't get
Car-
away with it for long.
Cordell White says women case closed. Hmm.
No, it's true. But who do you hear most about? You hardly ever hear about women cheating. You always
But
hear about men. Men cheat, men do that, men. You always hear about men, and we got women saying that women cheat more. We got women saying this, but whenever you hear about this, it's always women talking about men cheating or men doing the wrong thing. It's always that case. Women don't never do. If you listen to other people, women don't never do nothing wrong in a relationship.
no, that's not true. Well, I don't know. Like I say,
I'm
I
saying if
can't
you
speak
listen,
for the. I
no, I'm saying
can't
most
speak
of the
for the.
stuff you see online, right? It be about the men cheating, men ain't shit type shit. That's what you hear, you see online.
Yeah, because that fits the narrative. That
Yeah,
fits the
it's there.
narrative. And like I say, like even on our last show when we were talking about commitment, it's
Hmm.
easy to point the finger at men because it fits the narrative of what they portray on TV.
Hmm.
I'm not saying women don't cheat. We just when we
Y'all
cheat in
cheat.
peace.
Y'all cheat.
And y'all never know we cheat.
Capital
That's
C H
the thing.
E A
Y'all
T.
men are sloppy when it comes to cheating. It's almost like y'all want to get caught. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. What it is? So what it is? We get caught up. So y'all could have those cut boundaries. Men when they cheat is like, okay, I'm doing this for whatever reason it is, and they're trying to appease whatever situation going on over here because she don't want to feel like she's less important than what's going on over here. So you're trying to appease two people. So you can't do that. A woman could just sit back and be a woman and okay, and she can manipulate the situation because dudes gonna do whatever they gotta do for for y'all stuff. Now, why men gonna move around? If you tell a man not to do something, okay, look, you can't call me in this time and that time, whatever. These are times you can talk to me. You can talk to me only an hour a day. If a man trying to get your stuff, the outside man, he gonna stick to that time. He ain't gonna go outside that time because you got the product. So, that's the only thing. We got too much going on with a woman trying to cheat with a woman that wants to be important to us, that wants to fill the position.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you on that,
Y'all,
Big
y'all
Brother
slick
Will.
about it, and y'all slick about it. Yep, that's true too.
Cordero White says we got work boyfriends and stuff. That's why I trust the MF as far as I could see them. And y'all got work wives, or y'all got these quote
There ain't no
unquote
such
home
thing.
girls.
Okay, they got homegirls. There ain't no such thing as work wives. No, we don't have.
Y'all
Yeah,
got these quote unquote, man, that's my home girl,
yeah,
man. She
they
like
got
my
homegirls. Yeah,
sister.
yeah, they got
Yeah.
that. They got
But you know what? I ain't never had no work husband.
mm-hmm.
Because you know why? I have never dealt with anybody that I worked with.
Mm-hmm.
I've never dealt with anybody that I worked
Well,
with.
we not talking about as far as dealing. We talking about the emotional part of it. Spending time with a guy, and he's a friend. He's in the friend zone. Don't get me wrong. He's in the friend zone. You won't let him hit, but he's in the friend zone, and he's giving you something. He's giving you emotional support. So that's why the emotional cheating thing, not the physical. That's why I said we can't count that.
Tamala say so true. She say, yeah. She say, me either. But see, that's the thing about it. Like, when I cheated, it was never with anybody that I worked with. It was somebody that I was cool with, and it just kind of, um, I kind of let it go past the boundaries. Because again, like I said, Tamala say, not work husband.
Yeah, that's what we
Oh
have, man.
Lord, baby, I don't want no. I don't see how people do it. I don't see how people in relationships can work together. Because if I got to deal with you 8 hours during the day and then got to come home and deal, no. Anywho, but it was the dudes that I cheated with, like I could, and let me go back to my last relationship. These were dudes that I was cool with. That we were friends, and then it was like I allowed them to cross those boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I allowed them to be comfortable with talking about how big my booty was and stuff like that. I allowed, you know what I'm saying? I didn't stop and say, hey, now, you know, I'm in a relationship, I didn't stop it. So I allowed that. So, and a lot of women, y'all ain't gonna admit that. But I did, But like I say, I wanted that to feed my ego. I wanted that because, like I say, my ex was not like at the time, my dude at the time, like he wasn't showing me that, you know. And I still wanted to feel beautiful. And then when I was looking at some of the girls that he was, sending videos to, I'm like, oh, she got a cute shape, she got a flat stomach, everything. And I'm looking at myself and I'm like, man, I got this big ass beer belly. I mean, of course, I don't drink beer, but it was like, it was an emotional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like I wasn't getting it at home. And again, the communication was obsolete. It was just toxic, period. The relationship was just toxic.
All right. Also, we failed to touch on this, right? I think a lot of women um, that might cheat, they like the idea of being chased, being pursued. It feels good to them. It makes them feel good about themselves. And the man at home got them, so that is no longer pursuit anymore. And they feel like they're missing that exciting part of it, that whole cat mouse thing, of
That
somebody trying to
game.
come in. Yeah, that whole game part of it. Yeah.
Hmm. I agree with that. We do like the chase.
Mhm.
I think we like the fact that it's almost like how you dangle a piece of meat in front of a lion,
Mhm.
and then the moment he get to it, you pull it up, and then when he get, you put it back down. Then the moment he get a little closer, you pull it back up. Like you say, the game. So what you say, Tamala, was the guy you cheated with someone else? Um, he was. We started out as social media friends. We all met like in a football group on Facebook, and at the time I was kind of on the fence about my sexuality. Let me say that. And so he was like, I can't believe, he was like, you don't want to be with a man, and that, like I said, at the time I was dealing with a female.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not ashamed. Like I say, I'm an open book. Can't nobody throw nothing in my face because I walk in my truth. But at the time I was dealing with a female. I was kind of, back and forth. I was playing. And so eventually we met in person, and it just kind of, it went from there. And even after I got into my relationship, we still stayed friends, but it was like, but when my dude came and told me, he was like, I really don't like you talking to old dude, blah, blah, blah. So for a while, I stopped talking to him. For a while, I really did stop talking to him. But it was other dudes, that I had sent pictures to, had conversations with, and they knew I was in a relationship. They didn't care. And I mean, why should they care if I didn't care? But that was towards the end of my relationship. Like I said, at that point in my relationship, it was just, we were just doing whatever. I think we were really just holding on to each other because neither one of us really wanted to let go. So yeah. So that's my truth. That is my truth. But had I ever been physical in my last relationship with anybody else? No. I was never physical. But like you say, big brother, cheating don't necessarily have to be a physical thing. When you send pictures and you're deleting messages, that's cheating. Brother, are you froze over there?
No, I'm here. I'm just listening. I'm listening. I mean, you being honest about it.
I mean,
I'm
but I
listening.
was, at the time, like I said, I was old in age, but still young in the mind. Um, but I mean, but I did, I dealt with at the time, and the dude that I was dealing with, he was married.
Hmm.
So it was all the more the merrier because I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
We would link up, we would do our thing, and you go on to your wife. But then it got a little too deep,
Hmm. Did your
you
emotions
know,
become involved? Okay.
a lot. And it was like, when I got into my last relationship, he felt some kind of way because I got into a relationship. But I was like, you have a whole wife. Like, what are you tripping on? Like, you have a wife. Like, you can't check me on anything. You are married. I was single until I got in my relationship. And then I think we talked a couple of times, when I first got into my relationship, but then it was like I didn't want to deal with that anymore. And then, like I said, at the time my dude came to me, he was like, "Oh, you talking to that dude, blah, 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 so I quit talking to the dude. Like the dude would send me messages, I wouldn't respond. But yeah.
I mean, and you have to, you have to set up what's best for you. I mean, you always have to, um, make sure you're okay. I mean, when you're not okay, then it's time to get out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're welcome, Tamala. I'm an open book. If go back and watch when I say I'm an open book, I'm an open book. Because I can't allow people to continue to use, throw my past in my face. So that's where I'm at. You can no longer throw my past in my face because I walk in my truths. A lot of people are still hiding. So Miss Linda says, what role does communication or the lack thereof play in cheating? Plays a major role. I say it does. I mean,
from the beginning. I mean, if you don't set up the terms of your relationship, then it'll be easy to cheat. You going on your Android, your Android, he's an iPhone, or vice versa, whatever. Y'all going by separate rules because y'all didn't establish the rules up front. So I mean, it's all kind of gaps in there for cheating to happen. He might think something's okay. You might think something else is different. It's not okay. And not. He's cheated because he did such and such. You know.
It's like it's like he's on chapter 2 and you on chapter 3. So if
Yeah.
there's no communication, how are you supposed to know what you are and aren't doing? How do you know what's good for the relationship and what's not if you're not talking? Communication is definitely key in a relationship. You have to be able to communicate with your partner when things aren't right. That was, like I say, one of my biggest flaws, and I own this, is communication. I wasn't a big talker. I could talk to my homegirls and be like, girl, yeah, he this, he that, he da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But never could talk to him because I felt like I was talking to a brick wall dealing with him. It was like he saw things one way. And I was like, okay, whatever. You don't see it my way, whatever. And just kept it moving. That's all. So Cordero White says, you a lie and the truth ain't in you. LOL, just playing. Don't curse me out. Let me say this, Mr. White. Let me take a moment. Let me take a moment. Because I'm not gonna curse you out. But I am gonna address the elephant in the room. Our relationship was toxic. You had your demons and I had mine. All that tit for tat, you did this because I did that. No. No. So that's not what we're gonna do. If we're gonna walk in our truths, let's be totally honest. Let's be totally honest. Because our relationship wasn't right from the beginning. Our relationship was built on lies. It was built on insecurities. We held on to each other because neither one of us was ready to let go. So let's live in our truths. Let's walk in our truths. Let's do that. Let's be grown about the situation. Our own mind. I'm just waiting on you. Stephanie say don't do it. No, because it's like this. Let me say this. When it comes to cheating, both parties are responsible. Everybody plays a role in cheating. So these types of conversations have to be addressed. You know, in order for me to keep going, I have to live in my truth. Whether the other person wants to live in their truth or not, I know I have to live in mine. I know what I did in my past relationships that I know I'm not going to do in my next relationship if I ever get in another relationship. You know, I'm older, I'm wiser. So I know what I'm willing to accept and what I won't accept. I'm going to learn how to communicate more. So if it's things that are going wrong in the relationship, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to stop involving family and friends and putting shit on social media because I was real guilty of that.
Yeah, I
So
mean, seeking validation and trying to seek support and, people that have be in your corner.
Right. And that was one of the biggest things. Like, we didn't communicate. It was a tit for tat, like, like a child. Oh, that's my toy. No, that's my. Oh, you got no. No. You know, did I admit it then? No, because I swore I was gonna take it to my grave with me. But I mean, I'm an open book now. Did I cheat? Yeah, I did. Towards the end of our relationship, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Was I ever physical with anybody? No. But pictures, sending pictures and videos and talking to them on the phone and stuff, that's worse. I mean, it's the same thing. It catered to my emotional because I wasn't getting it in my relationship. So on that one, I could say, uh, he say you sure was guilty of that, and I was trying to tell you about that. You ain't want to hear it, so I said fuck it and started doing me. But you were doing you from the beginning. So let's address that one. You were doing yours in the beginning. The messages, the inboxes from other female, that was in the beginning, the very beginning. But it's not a matter of who did what first, who did this. We both did it. We both cheated. We both did that. We both did that. But I'm gonna say this to you. Out of everything we went through, I thought you had a little more respect for me, for you to be honest with me. And I'm gonna leave that part alone. So yeah, did I do my dirt? Absolutely, I sure did. But like I say, we're not gonna have this penis swinging contest. We're not gonna be pointing fingers and say, "Oh, you did this, you did that." Well, I did this, and you did. We're not gonna do that. That's what we're not gonna do. This is not what my show is for. My show is um, we're not gonna do this. So I digress from that respectfully. Angela Brown says so right. He'll say, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not about to entertain these folks. I'm out. Good night. Talk to you later. It's not a matter of entertaining. It's a matter of living in your truths. You said you wanted to come on the show with me. Here's your opportunity. There'll be a part two of this on Thursday. The invitation is open. Angela Brown say, if y'all both cheated, then y'all both wrong. Absolutely. And that's what I mean when I say it's not a matter of you. And I say this to men and women. It's time for us to stop pointing fingers and say, "Oh, well, you did this, so I did this." You're both equally shared. It's equally shared. There, for every cause, there's an effect. But there's a reason why she cheated, or there's a reason why he cheated. So it's time for us to stop pointing fingers. It's time for us to put our big girl panties on, and our men put your big boy boxers on, and just say, "You know what, you right. Mm-hmm. Let's own it." That's all I'm saying. Let's own it. We have to stop normalizing that and oh well, everybody's accountable. Everybody's responsible.
Yeah, we have to hold ourselves accountable. I hold myself accountable if I did something. You hold yourself accountable if you did it, and heal from that. And then if we can't stay together past the cheating, then we have to heal ourselves and move on and try to have better relationships with somebody else and not worry about the past.
And seeing I was still young in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I still had my own demons that I was dealing with. His say, but what I tell you, what we had ain't nobody business. It is what it is. It absolutely it is. But everybody was in our business. But that, like I say, that's neither here nor there. You know, at the end of the day, I own that. I own that. I own that. At the end of the day, I own that. Do I feel like I wish things could have been different? Absolutely. But I'm good. And in my human resources voice, I wish you well on all your future endeavors. I pray over you, you know. So Miss Linda says, this is an interesting podcast. I love the topic and would like to ask, why does anyone cheat, man or woman? What's the root that yields the fruit of cheating? All right, Miss Linda. I think that was one of the questions at the very beginning, but
Yeah.
we can definitely go back. Speaking for women, women emotionally cheat. We cheat for, I'm trying to recall what I said. I believe uh we cheat for emotional reasons. We cheat because we like the chase. We like the spotlight. Oh no, you good, Miss Linda. You good, baby. Don't worry. Um, but that's women we cheat, because we feel like we're not getting um oh no, 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 no. It's no problem. It's no problem, Miss Linda. But like I say, the reason we as women cheat, um, we cheat for emotional reasons because we feel like we lack something at home. We feel like we lack something in our relationship. We're not getting it. So we seek validation elsewhere, outside. So we search outside of the relationship to be told, excuse me, that we're beautiful or we're this or we're that. And Will, what was your response in regards to why do men cheat?
Well, like I said, it's several. We have men that just cheat to be cheating, just like you have women cheat to cheat. Um, you know, Andrew just said we lacking something period from the person we with. Um, and men tend to cheat. Men tend to say that they weren't getting pleased at home sexually. I know from my standpoint, once I moved in with somebody, somebody from my past. Once I moved in with somebody, it the sex we used to have wasn't the same. It was like, okay, now I'm there. Just like it happens with women too. When you got somebody, oh yeah, I lock you down so I can switch up my the way I do things. Some
Mm,
do that. Once they get a man, okay, well, I don't have to do the same thing I did before we got together. I could change it up. I could he don't have to get sex every night. I could ration out sex. I don't have to look as good as I did. I buying it and whatever. He don't get all that good stuff that he used to get when everything was nice and new. So
right.
men feel like they're losing out on something too. They want a woman to be feminine. And they go out in the street, they see a woman and she looking good as hell, and it's like, oh shit. But at home, you don't dress up for him anymore. He don't see that visual. Men are visual creatures. Women know that, right? Men are visual
Hmm.
creatures. So if you stop pleasing him visually, that's the start of the breakdown. Then you're not adding sex to, I mean, you're not giving him sex like you used to give him. That's the rest of it. So he starts to look elsewhere because visually you're not pleasing him anymore visually. And then, you ration out sex and, somebody else, oh, you know what? I'll take his attention. Oh, he looking at me, I'll take him. That's
And that's,
how it starts.
and like I say, that's what we as women, we like the attention. You know, that goes back to when we were talking. Well, you weren't on the show when we did real life versus expectations. You know,
Mhm.
you see this on social media, and oh, her body is like this, and she's got 25,000 likes. We love that.
Mhm.
So it's more so an emotional on why women cheat.
Mhm.
And then too, you got some women that just don't give a damn. They just be like, you know, that I'm gonna make every man hurt for what the last man did to me. I'm gonna make every man pay for what the last man did to me. And that's a mental thing, I guess, so to say. You want to play. You want to play with people's feelings because your feelings were played with. And then not knowing and realizing that karma comes back to you. Karma has no expiration date. You could be with the love of your life, and
Mhm.
boom.
Or because you moving the way you move, that becomes normal to you, and then the person that you really, really care about is not going to accept that. Is not going,
Mm.
accept the way you moving. You act in a certain way. You don't know how to deal with a man, a genuine man that finds you attractive, that cares about you, that's totally into you. You don't know how to act around this person. So, um, men, I think by women, a lot of times being this strong woman, this quote unquote strong woman, they don't understand you moving like a dude is not going to get you what you need from a man. You know, it's not going to get you that attention from a man. And that's why you're missing out on what you think you should have. I mean, be feminine at all times. Women, be feminine. Um, if a man
But
is
we
missing
said
that,
that.
yeah, we
We
say
said
that.
that.
We going back. Yeah, we said that before. Yeah, and
Yes,
that's what
love.
to get the commitment. That's what getting the commitment. But during the commitment, after you get the commitment, you still have to be feminine. You still have to be that person.
So Angela Brown says some people play around, just play around and don't care about the next person's feelings. Right. But that's because they have issues within themselves. That's why they do that. And that goes for men and women.
Hmm.
So I'm not just gonna think, I'm not gonna singly say that just men do it because women do it too. Again, we have to stop normalizing this blame game.
Hmm.
Oh, he did it or she, men do it more than women. Women do more. No, we have to stop normalizing that and start taking accountability. We need to both be eating out the same dish.
Hmm.
Period. If you don't like the way it tastes, then stop serving it to me.
Hmm.
So that's one of the things that we as black, we have to stop normalizing the blame game. It's so easy to play victim.
Yep. And people do it because it get them attention, and they feel good when they get that attention.
Right, right. So now is the time where we need to start owning that. You know, oh yeah, Miss Linda, stay tuned. Keep up with Black Girl Interrupted because that's exactly what Black Girl Interrupted is about. It's pushing the envelope and pulling those band-aids off those sores that we thought had really truly healed. And these are conversations that some black women aren't ready to have, but we're gonna have those conversations because we have to change the narrative now because the narrative has always been conformed that men do this, men do that, and we women don't do anything, and that's the furthest from the truth. So stay tuned with us. I'm telling you, stay tuned. Miss Linda with Black Girl Interrupted. I promise you, I will not disappoint you with any episode. Even if you go back and you watch my first episodes, you know, I talk about everything. Being accountable. That's absolutely what we do. So we are, so don't forget, y'all. So we are rolling into our final thoughts for the night, but don't worry. Part two, cheating, Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So come on, brother. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you end the show tonight. So let me go ahead and let me roll my final thoughts. Let me move this hair out the way. So my final thoughts for tonight's episode: cheating. Why do we do it? It's a a list of reasons. I don't think there's just one right answer when it comes to cheating and why we do what we do. Whether it be physical, for emotional, for mental, we cheat. And at this point, everybody has to be held accountable in the reasons for cheating. You don't know what issues they dealing with, what issues you dealing with. You cheat, you cheat. Anytime you have to start erasing messages and having secret conversations, you've already opened the door for cheating. We need to stop normalizing this, stop glamorizing, what's on TV being side chicks, and start normalizing it and showing healthy, committed relationships. Black women, know your worth, baby. Know your worth. Black men, know your worth. Because you black men, y'all get cheated on too. Y'all get drugged through the mud just like women get drugged through the mud too. Know your worth, black man. Know your worth, black woman. Communication is key. Communication is definitely key. Keep people out of your business. Figure out what even just drives you to the brink of wanting to cheat. Fix it. Let's normalize these two-parent households. That's the way I feel. Let's normalize that. Let's be faithful. If being faithful is hard for you to do, then don't get in a relationship because it's unfair to the other person. Don't play with their feelings because you're unsure of yours. you know that's how I feel. Those are my final thoughts for tonight. Don't forget part 2, Thursday, February the 11th, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, same place. And don't forget, y'all, next Tuesday is going down. So
Mm,
next Tuesday
absolutely.
is definitely an episode you do not want to miss. I promise you that. So set those notifications. Subscribe to me on YouTube. You can follow Black Girl Interrupted. I am on Instagram. I am on Twitter. I am on Facebook. You go. You see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen every Tuesday and every Thursday night. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I am available on all the streaming platforms. I am available. All the streaming platforms. Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. I'm there. Holla at your girl.
Stephanie says
So
she got the
Big
jello.
Brother.
Yep.
So Steph says she got the jello shots. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Bring them. Bring your favorite beverage because it's going down on Black Girl Interrupted, February the 16th. We are celebrating Fat Tuesday.
Mate
So y'all
gra.
be ready.
Mate gra.
Absolutely, baby. Absolutely. And it's going to be an amazing show. I can't wait. I'm so excited for it, brother.
Mhm.
I'm so excited. And don't forget, there we go. Big Brother Will is gonna be on the show. He's gonna
Yeah.
be with us all month, the whole month of February. He'll be here. So go ahead, bro. For the night.
Well, you said pretty much everything I said. The only other thing I gotta add is that we have to worry about our personal goals versus relationship goals. We always want to talk relationship goals, what we see on social media. We need to have personal goals first. We need to work on ourselves first, making ourselves whole, as a person before we try to get in relationships. A lot of people get in relationships and don't hold themselves, and they're looking for people to compliment them, or not really compliment them. They're looking for people to add something to them that they're missing. And once they get it, they're out. Majority of people they lose the interest once they got what they get from what they need to get from you. So We need to focus more on ourselves and building ourselves to the point that um, we can say we don't need a person. We want that person. And that way we'll be on even level playing fields and we won't, we'll be less likely to need something from other people. We're not needing somebody to feed us certain things because we're already full, already whole in ourselves. So, that's my final thought.
And just like I said, let's normalize healthy committed relationships and stop glamorizing infidelities and entanglements. That's how I feel about it. You know. That's just my input on that. You know, that's my input on that. Absolutely. Stephanie says we need to feed ourselves first.
True, very true.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. We most definitely do. Self-care is definitely important. Make sure you're sure before you get into a relationship so you don't end up cheating, or end up in an entanglement and for what you a first 48 episode and honey, it just escalates and goes from there.
Everything else about that.
It does. It does. But again, y'all, don't forget, tap in with your girl. I'm live every Tuesday, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 Eastern Time. You can subscribe and follow me on YouTube. Help me get my subscribers up, y'all. Come on, holla at your girl. Let's make Black Girl Interrupted international. But I do want to say thanks to my big brother Will, who is the CEO of Black Male Podcast and the ADHD Hour on Facebook and YouTube. You can follow him. Definitely tap in with Big Brotha Will. He's amazing things, speaks about amazing things on his show. And I definitely appreciate having him on the show again tonight. And I'll see y'all Thursday for part two.
All right.
Part two, we're gonna pick up part two. Cheat next room. We're gonna finish this out. And then don't forget, like I say, next Tuesday, Fat Tuesday. So bring your Mardi Gras beads, bring your king cakes, bring your favorite Mardi Gras memories, and come celebrate with us virtual. Because y'all know New Orleans is closed.
Shut down.
So
They shut down. They have no parties.
thank you. So stay home, y'all. Do your Mardi Gras at home. We're gonna do a virtual Mardi Gras party. We gonna turn up. We gonna go all in for Fat Tuesday. So be prepared. Love y'all. And again, I do thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys continue to show me. I definitely appreciate it. And again, I will see y'all next Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Love y'all. Bye.